Hey guys, Telegram Sam here. So I have to start out this video by giving two huge thank yous to two channels that took time out of their videos to give me a shout out. One would be Eric Weinbender. I'm going to link his channel down below. He's been commenting and liking my videos ever since like my first or second one. And it totally caught me off surprise when I was watching the video he did on Wednesday, and he just like said my name along with a couple of other new members to the community that he was shouting out. Totally caught me by surprise. And then the next day, Vinyl Richie, who has like one of the greatest vinyl community names out there, who's an OG like vinyl community creator, shouted me out in one of his videos as well, and it was just like totally unexpected. And literally within a matter of 48 hours, I went from having 7 subscribers to 70 plus subscribers, and now I think I'm sitting at a little over 100. It was just so unexpected, and I'm so grateful, and like thank you guys so much. I'll link both their channels down below. They have great content, talk about great music, great personalities, two great guys. Yeah, just all the positive comments I got, all the great stories of people talking about albums and concerts of people I was showing, and just there was like not one bad or negative comment. It was just so amazing and heartwarming to me as someone who's only been doing this for a couple months now. I knew it was going to take time to like get that base, but I didn't expect it to happen as fast as it has. So thank you to those two guys. It really means a lot to me. And I hope you've noticed by now that my quality has gotten better. I just got a new camera. Hopefully the video isn't so crappy and you can actually hear what I'm saying without turning your volume all the way up. So yeah, I'm really excited to start posting new contents, and welcome to all of the new subscribers and new people. I am just so excited for this journey. I'm so glad I decided to do this a couple months ago, and now hopefully it'll look a lot better with this new awesome camera and microphone setup I have. So yeah, so let's get started on what y'all came here for, the records. So yeah, I got about 11 records that I've gotten in the last week or two, and I just wanted to show them off, talk about them. Most of these I've been able to listen to. So first album we'll start with is Bratmobile. Great 90s rebel girl band. This album's called Potty Mouth. They didn't release that many records. I think this is their first album they released, and I think they released 2 more. They haven't really released anything since 2002. But yeah, this is a repress of the 1992 debut album. They do an awesome cover of Cherry Bomb on here, the classic Runaway song. It's also on this really cool, pop it out. It's really cool, like split black with a light pink middle. This was a Vinyl Me Please exclusive. There's only 1,000 of these pressed. But yeah, just great, like, hardcore punk 90s girl rebellion on this. So if you're into that stuff, definitely check that out. And then this I did a whole video on. This was my last video. Was Neil Young Crazy Horse Way Down the Rust Bucket. This is just a great box set. If you don't have it, you should definitely get it. Neil Young's the man. What can you say? And I'll link the video I did talking about that more in depth down below as well. Next, I believe this is a Target exclusive, but this is a 2020 reissue of Fugees' The Score. I love the Fugees. If I ever met someone that was like, I don't like the Fugees, I don't trust them as a person. Because it's like, how can you hate this? How can you hate them? Especially this album. This literally has like all of their great songs on it. Killing Me Softly, Fuji Law, How Many Mics? Like, are you kidding? This is such a banger of an album. And this one's really cool as well. It came on 2 LPs, and both LPs are on this really cool smoky clear white vinyl. Sounds great. Yeah, I think one of my biggest regrets in life, I don't have many regrets, but the biggest one I probably have is that Lauryn Hill was doing a tour about 2 or 3 years ago where she was doing the entire Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album. She doesn't tour that often, and I think I had just moved to Portland and I just got the job I'm currently working at now, and for some reason I didn't get tickets because I was scared. Like, I think I started my job in August and the concert was like in mid-September, so I was scared to take time off, and plus like I think the tickets were like $120. But that's one of my biggest regrets, was not being able to go see her. I mean, she just holds up. Like, not only is she a great singer in general, but she's also a great rapper. She really holds her own with Wyclef Jean and Pros Mikel, I think is how you say the other guy's name. But yeah, this is just such a great hip-hop rap album. If you don't have this, you need to have it. I don't care what kind of music you listen to, everyone should have this in their record collection. Next, I got these next 4 from Everyday Music in Portland. This is Talking Heads 77. This is a reissue. Can we talk about how this is like literally one of the ugliest covers I think I've ever seen? Just like this just red and then like this gross kind of neon green color writing on the top. I like the back, but I don't know, it's just so ugly. But the music is great. I love Talking Heads. Talking Heads is one of those things that my mom got me into. I remember hearing the song Psycho Killer and just being transfixed by it, and that Psycho Killer is on this album. Yeah, just a banger. Classic, you know, new wave, post-punk. Kind of, I would say they're kind of like an early version of indie rock. But yeah, great. Next, we got Rolling Stones' Emotional Rescue. This was just a Rolling Stones album I didn't have. This is an original 1980 version, American version. It even came with the original 5-foot by 2-foot like door length poster that I put behind my front door. Yeah, this album isn't very memorable. The only really good song on it is She's So Cold. I don't know, I felt like every song on this album kind of all sounded the same. Not my favorite Rolling Stones album, but it's a Rolling Stones album, so I had to have it. Next, we got Nico, Chelsea Girl. This is a 2017 reissue. I believe this originally came out in 1967. This is kind of like right after the whole Velvet Underground album. Yeah, I remember when I first started getting into Velvet Underground when I was a teenager. It really took me a while to get used to Nico's voice because I was like, I don't know if I like this. And I remember one of the first record stores I went to after I moved to Portland, they were playing this album, and I was like, wow, who is that? And then I saw that it was Nico, and I was like, really? This sounds really good. But yeah, she's definitely something I feel like you kind of have to get used to, and I feel like people either really love her, really hate her. But yeah, this album's really great. I love the song Eulogy to Lenny Bruce, and of course, you know, Chelsea Girl is a great song. Yeah, gotta love Nico. And she's like so gorgeous. Like, I love her 60s makeup. I tried to do like a little bit of that today. Not as well as she did though. Next, I always see this this album, and I always see this artist get talked about, but I've never really actually listened to his music. But this was only $3. This is Red Cooter, Bop Till You Drop. I love this album cover, like the contrasting pink and his like blue guitar has like kind of like sullenly looking off into the corner, and like kind of like the weird bamboo writing. I don't know, I just love this. It's very aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, this originally came out in 1979, kind of like blues rock, pop rock. He definitely jams and like rips on guitar on this. I believe this was the first all-digital recorded album ever. I think that's why I mainly see people talking about this the most, because it's like the first digital recording, and I think it's like 3M multi-tracking. So that's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool to have interesting piece of music history. And then these next 4 albums I actually got this morning. So this one I've actually haven't been able to listen to yet. This was kind of just a blind grab. It just looked really interesting and unique and cool. This is the You Know Who group, their first album, and their only album, I guess, because doing some light research on them, it looks like this was the only album they ever released. It's a 1965 group, and it's described as like rock, psych, garage rock. Yeah, haven't got a chance to listen to it yet, but I mean, dudes wearing masks and capes, like how can you not beat that? And plus it was only like $13 at the record store I went to, so yeah, I'm very excited to listen to this and hear what it is. Next, this one. Adam and the Ants, King of the Wild Frontier. This is a 1985 reissue. I believe it originally came out in 1980. I always see this record, but every time I go to buy it, the vinyl itself is always like torn up. So this is the first actually like good non-scratched vinyl I've been able to find of his. These aren't that expensive either. They're like, I'd say if you pay more than $10 for this record, you're paying too much. Unless it's like sealed or signed or something crazy like that. But yeah, this is just great post-punk, new wave, pop rock. He definitely has like a very unique sound. I feel like anytime you hear Adam and the Ants, you like instantly know it's them, because they just have, like, if you've heard their stuff, you know exactly who it is. But yeah, I believe this is the first album they did. It's just so great. It's so good. I feel like it holds up even today. I feel like a lot of these sort of kitschy 80s acts don't really hold up, both sound-wise and image-wise, but even looking at, you know, sort of new wave-ish style rock bands today, you can definitely hear the influence Adam and the Ants have had on them, so super cool. This one I'm really jazzed about. I was actually listening to this when I was setting everything up for this video, but this is Killer, Alice Cooper. This is actually my first real Alice Cooper album I bought. I only have his greatest hits, late 1970s greatest hits compilation, and then like a live bootleg of a concert. So this is my first actual like Alice Cooper album. Try not to cover that. But yeah, this is the original 1971 pressing. It even comes with, it folds out, but this you can raise up. Trigger warning, if you don't like gory, violent stuff, skip ahead 10 seconds. So this comes with the original like 1972 side calendar with like Alice hanging himself. I just think that's really cool and super rad, and I know not every issue had that, so that's super cool. And yeah, I was listening to this while I was setting everything up, and like I just love this album. This is probably definitely one of my favorite Alice Cooper albums. Super excited about that. Lastly, we got a classic blues album. This is Moaning in the Moonlight, Howlin Wolf. This is a 2016 reissue. This one even comes with a couple of bonus tracks that weren't originally on the album. So it comes with Rockin' Daddy, Going Back Home, I'll Be Around, So Glad. Yeah, this originally came out in 1959. It's just such a seminal early rock album. Like Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, Bo Diddley, Lightning Hawkins are like really the 4 founders of rock and really cemented the current sound that we know as rock now. The only other Howlin' Wolf I have is, where is it? This one's a great album too. This is super blues, and it has Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, and Bo Diddley. So I'm finally glad to now actually have one of Howlin' Wolf's like main albums. But yeah, this is really great too. You can find these really cheap. This is a Jackpot Records reissue that came on this sort of gold yellow vinyl. You can get these for like $20. Super worth it. But yeah, that's all the records I have to show you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for all the new people that are now joining the Telegram Sam channel. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.